When the city incorporated in 1913, they rented space in the Campbell Building on Flagler, planning this building. So 1917, they moved in this building with the police and fire downstairs where we are, and upstairs was the city offices and the courtroom. Chrome Avenue, when we look across the street, we see a park, but it was all commercial buildings up and down. And we had about everything you needed as far as shopping was concerned: dress shops, men's shops, shoe repair. We really had everything a little town would need. Then we grew, having on 8th Street, the big shopping center. That was our first big move away from what we call the center of town. The city functioned out of this building. Of course, in the meantime, we had gotten other fire stations and everything else like that. But they actually functioned out of this building till 1975, when they moved to US 1. Remember, we even had 4 jail cells because they had to arrest them, adjudicate them, and do everything right here, unless they had a murder that they could send them up the road. But that wasn't easy to do. So we were just kind of on our own here. After we moved to US 1, several uses were made of the building. The police used it for something, and somebody else, and the senior citizens actually started here using this downstairs for their gatherings. This was the beginning of the building that we have on 16th Street now, but they started here. And they found that there was a need for older people that wanted to come and participate. So, having all that said, nothing worked out. The building, nobody wanted to take care of the building, they just wanted to use the building. So then the city council said, wait a minute, let's restore the building the way it should be. Have a museum downstairs and a Chamber of Commerce upstairs. So that was the beginning. We were ready. Actually, the Chamber of Commerce had already moved in upstairs before Andrew. You know how we talk. And Andrew came along. The top blew off. It evidently didn't have the stay downs that it should have had. So then we had to put the top back on and do a little refinishing, and then the Chamber of Commerce moved back upstairs, and then that was the beginning of the museum. Well, the building needed a lot of repairs done to it. So while they were doing the repairs, also other things were done. For instance, on our south side of the exhibit, where the pictures are, the case was made. It looks just like an exhibit table all the way across, to hold not only exhibits that we needed, space for exhibits, but for the water management in the front. It has the levelers, or whatever you call it, but they go across the front to hold the water from coming in the building. And we still haven't finished the facade. We don't even have our name up there, but we're working on it. I was on the city council at the time, so I moved my office in here. So letting people know that we were receiving. And the first things that we received were all these wonderful pictures that the Pioneer Museum had. They have this many and double more. But it's been so great that they have them and have doubled them and share them. All the civic groups don't have a place to meet. Some of them have restaurants that they go to. And so I know we have the Civitan all the time, but then we have others from time to time, like the writers group and play like that they come and use it. And we also have exhibits that we take out and put in, like cookbook exhibits, and you'd be amazed at what historical information you get in cookbooks, especially the ones that are put out by the different churches and organizations. It's one of the greatest resources we have for information and even finding people that we're looking for. For kids, some little, not just boys, but girls, they don't want to leave the fire truck. They just want to stay there all the time. And the siren works, the bell works, and they just love to do it. And it's not just little ones, but a lot of, well, so many people are interested in fire trucks, and they want to talk about their fire trucks. So it's an attraction. It's our main attraction, really. Homestead Monument. They called us and said that we have this exhibit that we would like to send you, and there are two of them, but we'd like to send you one. The reason we have two is that we're going to be touring the United States with them. So I said, of course we had room. They sent it, we received it, and it was so easy to put up. They just rolled up, there were 12 of them. And it told the story of homesteading. And we're fortunate to have a map of homesteaders with the names on them here. So that was one of the exhibits that we had. We've had exhibits from the labels, the beautiful labels that people had in California and Florida of all their shipping labels on there for their fruits and vegetables. And there have been local exhibits that we've had. I'm thinking. There's so many things that we're really actually trying to finish what we've started in so many ways. We have an archivist that's been doing and is still finishing Isabel Chrome's papers. And this is really, she was so interested in everything and collected everything, like newspaper articles, even dated them. Imagine that. So we have this collection of hers that we're putting in files so that you can come in and whatever you're interested in, you'll be able to find it. Just call me and then let me know how much space you need and when you need it for. And usually I can arrange my exhibits to fit most anything for anybody. And we have the lecture series that we have seasonally in the wintertime. Since we have the theater here, we still have the nucleus of what I call a destination town, because we really don't have a destination town. When you come, you want to eat and do something, because we do have a lot of people come for our Mexican food. But they would also like to maybe go to a movie before or after. And while we have monthly activities in the park, we still need a key to the destination, but they're still hanging on, and we think it's going to happen.